guys, I have my friend Michelle here.
Hey guys.
Michelle, what is your app so people can follow you?
Oh, find me on Conservative Women of North Carolina. Yes, on Instagram.
Yeah, so this is my friend Michelle, and we are going shooting today, and we are proud of ourselves for getting out here after St. Patrick's Day. It's actually today, but we celebrated yesterday, and we are just enjoying our Sunday shooting, and we're gonna go do one of our favorite things. We're at Carolina Sporting Arms, so come check it out. Go back to the range. This way. Okay, so we just got on the range and we are going to run through some drills. So this is going to help with your aim and just anticipating recoil. Okay. So we're going to start with dry firing. Okay. So I like to dry fire every time before I go shooting. Like, I waste less ammo by doing. You anticipate the recoil with your aim, and it helps you with your iron cut. So equal light, equal height. You can kind of focus on that when you're practicing dry firing. So I like to start with that. I think long term, it helps. Like, you don't actually have to waste ammo to practice shooting a gun. You don't ever have to waste ammo to get better at your aim. This is a really great way to do it. With no ammo, you don't have to do it at a range either. Something like this at home, not using ammo. So there's a lot of ways you can do it, but it's really good to do at a range. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to run through a Mozambique drill. So that is using a body target like this. And at first, we're not going to use a timer. We're just going to get used to the rhythm of it. It's going to be 2 in the head, 1 in the chest, and then we will get into the timer portion. So this is going to see how fast it went, and I think it's just good to train that way because you can actually see progress. And you can see how accurate you are within the time. So we're going to run through that, and then we're going to have some fun and do a little 6 red dot, the 6 dot target.
Okay, I haven't tried the dry firing yet, so we'll see if that actually does help you improve your accuracy afterwards. So that'll be good to see. And really, I haven't tried any of it, so thanks for giving me some discipline and structure.
This is my first time teaching someone.
Okay,
cool. I've always been taught.
Yes, you
so I'm excited to share what I've learned and use it.
That's right.
So,
yay! Cool.
So the reason why I stand with one hand or one foot in front and the other one back is because, like, if you are out shooting and, like, you know, you're doing something tactical, you're in self-defense mode or something, like, you can be pushed and you have stability up.
And
So
this is more stable than just your legs apart.
Yeah, if your legs are like this, I think it's just less stable.
I've
like
always shot like this. I've never.
And then you can you hinge your hips.
Okay.
And it's kind of harder to like hinge your hips because, like, technically if you were to hinge your hips and shoot, now you're not stable. Like, someone can easily push you one way. But when you have that foot in front of each other, hips hinge, and then you're shooting, you are stable and your core tight.
I've never tried it. Let's try that too.
The way everyone's taught differently, so I think it's all variations. But I hinge my hips when you're like closer to the target. Okay. You know what I mean? Like you have more a stance for it,
and it doesn't like shoot away like you shooting to the right too much.
As long as you have like your gun and your equal light, and you don't, when you pull that trigger, it should go where it is downrange. So like that's the thing. Like when you are the good thing about dry firing is when you are training for that, as long as you don't move the gun, like anticipating recoil is why you go off of aim or something. Yeah. Or if there's like wind or you're doing something outdoor, that's the only time where a bullet doesn't go where it's supposed to, or if you're doing long distance. So when you use the equal height, equal light, and you have that trigger discipline and you don't flinch, it should just go exactly where you want it. You want your iron sight to be aligned up. Like, you want it to be completely flat. Like, you don't want to be you don't want it too high up. You should be able to like see that.
I feel like it is.
That's like right perfect. Yeah. Like that's perfect. You want it to be like absolutely perfect. And then you're going to do dry firing, you simply doing that. And
I flinched.
yeah, and see, it's like you don't even realize that you do it. And it's because it's like, usually
anticipating.
you anticipate the recoil. You anticipate that ammo's going to come out, kind of like your instinct to flinch. And it's really hard not to. So this thing is going to help you practice to not do that when you shoot. Because when you shoot, like, it's kind of like, it feels like you're wasting ammo. It's a really good way to save money on ammo.
I'm all about it.
So, reload. And then feel the trigger wall. That's a really good way to do it too.
Yeah. I
It's
still
like,
flinch a little bit, a lot less.
Yeah.
By just
Going to the trigger wall. So like, don't yet. Go to the trigger wall. Don't shoot. Lightly press.
Still did it. A little bit.
Yeah. So I think when you get to that trigger wall, just hold it there and then just lightly press. And it should be like right here.
Yeah.
You need a revolver.
Much
Much better.
Yeah.
So a good way to, even like when you're shooting with ammo, like before you shoot, just make sure you're at that.
Yeah.
Way, like when you're actually have live ammo in here, it's like go and then press. And then another way to do it is like when you have like live ammo in here, you don't obviously have to re-rack. Like just press and don't let go all the way. Just get to that trigger wall so that it reloads and you have like that's a good way to like.
I haven't done that either. God, my ex didn't teach me anything. This is neat, and then like slowly letting off.
So if you were to have live ammo in there, your gun would reset.
Yeah.
And the trigger, like, you would basically just like let your finger go to the point of the, like, don't let go all the way. Keep your finger on the trigger.
Getting used to that.
And then like hold it at the trigger wall. So then when you're ready, you can just shoot again. And you only have like a little bit to move. So it's like less room for error because your finger is already almost there. So like when you are using the trigger wall, like and you're holding it there, you barely have to move your finger, so the chances for you to just like flinch are smaller because you have such little room for error. Versus like pulling the trigger back all the way, you have more chances to move. But when it's in the wall and you're ready to press, like you only have a tiny movement.
That all makes a difference. A little tiny movement.
It's a small movement and less room for error.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do 2 in the head, 1 in the chest, and that one.
Okay.
Well, I thought my nail popped off. It didn't. I thought it did, because I was like, oh no. Okay, so this is what the drill is going to look like. Notice how I did it very slowly. So at first, let's take our time, make sure that you're doing it accurately, and then we'll get into the timing portion of it. And that just kind of adds your edge to it, and also you can track your success and see how, if you've gotten better at it. Okay, so we're going to start with this. If you want to go ahead and finish off. Yeah, it does that. That's why often here.
Oh, sorry. Did you see my gun flip all the way back?
There we go. Perfect.
This episode is sponsored by Shoot 270 Indoor Ranges at the Glock store. Before I left Nashville, I had a chance to stop by their indoor range, and guys, this is like something I have never seen before. Their private shooting rooms let you shoot at multiple targets in multiple directions, just like you might have to in a real life situation. You can draw from concealment holsters, which I do typically when training, and you can also use lasers, flashlights, in a low light setting and shoot from cover or on the move. You can shoot with full auto or with a suppressor, something that you can never do in a normal lane range. And let's be honest, shooting lanes are boring. This is real life training. So basically, if you want to train like your life depends on it, go check out these Shoot 270 indoor ranges at the Glock store in Nashville. So bring your friends, family, coworker, or maybe even a hinge date. It's a ton of fun, and I can't wait to visit the next time I'm back in Nashville.
So we are about to do the Mozambique drill. We are going to use a timer.
Okay.
So she's basically to be timed for this. We want to get under 4 seconds. This is going to be 2 in the head, 1 chest. And I'm going to ask her, are you ready, shooter?
Yes.
Bye. And then it will beep, and then she's going to have 4 seconds. Of course, we're going to check her time. Let's go for it.
Under 4 seconds.
4 seconds. Ready, shooter?
Yes.
Stand by. 2.8 seconds.
Okay, cool. That's a little longer than that last time.
2.8, but still well under 4. Are you ready, shooter?
Yes.
Stand by. 2 seconds. 2.
Nice.
Look at that. You cut down 0.8 seconds. That's good.
Nice.
Are you ready, shooter?
Ready.
Stand by. Look at that. You got 1.9. Look at that. 1.9. Good. Really good.
Very
You
nice.
killed someone in 1.9 seconds.
Ready, shooter?
Ready?
It was like 3.1.
Okay.
That's pretty good for your first restart, huh? Okay, ready, shooter?
Ready?
1.8.
Whew. Okay.
You're like, I love that.
It's like the time sets something off, and you like have that high pressure. It gamifies it. Right? Like it feels like it
way
like
more
really
fun.
better.
But you're serious. Like your seriousness kicks in. Like your focus
Yeah.
gets sharp, and you're like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I think it does help with training because you have like this heightened alert.
I know, and you want to like keep the rhythm going, like boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. Like you don't, like you just, it makes
Yeah.
you better. It makes
Okay, so we just finished our training and drills. Michelle, what is one thing that you learned today that helped you?
Okay, so the biggest thing that I learned that's helped me was in order to be more accurate and not just all over the target, but in a tighter circle, was not anticipating pulling the trigger and it jumping. And what helped with that to have less kind of like have more stability before I'm shooting was the dry firing really helped me, and putting more of my paying attention to more of my grip on my left hand. And kind of balancing that out, but also just putting less pressure on the trigger when I pull, and then when not letting go all the way. Like you were like, you know, don't take your time to actually let off the trigger, and then so that you're not putting so much effort to pulling again for the second shot. And so relaxing that way and just focusing on the trigger the whole time allowed me to be more stable and not anticipate that jump too much. So
See, dry firing. I think
it actually helps.
It actually helps, and
I'm
it's a
doing
really
it every
good
time.
way. Yeah, you didn't waste ammo. You were very
Right.
center target. Like those were tight groups, especially for the longer distance. You were very accurate, and things like that make a huge drastic change in your
It
shooting.
actually did.
So I'm very proud. You
Thank
killed
you.
it.
It helped.
Thank you for coming out with me, and I think it helps me to teach others because then it helps me to get better at it.
And we need to do more. We need more women coming out with friends. And so if you're shooting with us, come with
If
us.
you live in Charlotte, let us know.
Yeah, don't get lazy in practice too.
Yeah.
It's been like a year for me.
Sunday
doing
shooting, I think it's just like a girl day.
this. Yeah,
Sundays,
I love it.
Sundays are for the girls.
We got a smoothie.
Yep.
Came and shot some targets. Like this is
Perfect.
definitely
A
worth
perfect
it.
Sunday. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching Girls Gone Right.